And he did the zoom, 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 and I was just like, I can't.
So the first thing, I tweeted to you, but I just feel like I have to talk to you in person now. Protozoa's your father.
Can we just take a moment?
What was that like?
Can we just take a moment? Because, I mean, what? And the funny thing is, he had been shadowing our director on set for about a month, and before he was cast in. Wait, do we know who he's been cast as yet? Yeah, that was released. He's cast as my dad. That came out last week.
He's been on the show.
No, I know, but I wasn't sure if that had come out yet, and I was like, am I releasing something? But that it was already been seen.
I watched the dream.
That's already been seen. The dream sequence. Yeah,
I'm so confused. I was like, wait, did I miss something?
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. So before he was cast as my dad, he was shadowing our director on set, and I was like, why does he look so familiar? And then we put two and two together, and the day that we shot that scene, the flashback scene, was the anniversary, maybe 10th or 20th anniversary of Xenon, and he did the zoom, 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 and I was just like, I can't.
Yeah, because she didn't even know. I told her, and she was like, wait, what?
Protozoa is my dad.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty major.
So here we are at FanFest. What's been your favorite Descendants fan encounter?
I don't know if I could just pick one. There's so many in my mind. You know, every
funny one maybe?
They're usually more emotional, especially when I get to travel outside of the States and I get to meet fans all over the world, especially young girls, and they talk to me about what Evie has meant to them and how her story has affected or impacted them in any way. That's the most incredible feeling. There was one girl that I met at the Children's Hospital in LA, and she spoke to me about Evie's story in the most beautiful, eloquent way in which she meant to her when she was in the hospital, and I was just so blown away by that. It's just, I'm so grateful.
And with a movie like Descendants, your face gets put on so many weird things. What's the funniest thing you've seen of merchandise for Descendants?
The funniest thing I've seen? Oh my gosh, we've seen it all. I think that my favorite story is when I got Descendants, my sister was kind of in shock for a while until she said, oh my God, your face is going to be on a lunchbox. And then a year later, we found the lunchbox. That was always really special. But no, it never gets old. I'm always like, this is crazy.
And last thing with Pretty Little Liars, Perfectionists, what can you tease for Ava that's come out? You've gone through some emotional stuff already.
Yeah, Ava's had an incredible journey, and hold on tight because there's even more coming her way. You know, there's so much going on in her life, so much loss. She's so broken, yet so strong and so invincible. There's a lot coming up next with her father, possible love interests. You might possibly see more of her in Nolan. There's a lot happening, and add to that the fact that she's being framed for murder. So there's a lot, but it's a really beautiful journey.
I love it. Well,
yeah.
I screamed at the screen when you did the switch of the bags. That was the best in the woods. I was like,
yeah, I know. Thank
it was good.
God.
Awesome. Well, it was good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.